One, I look at the target group of people, the age groups that I'm targeting. What sex do I target most? The male or the female? And then I also look at the locality, where the people that I'm targeting, where are they located? Well, sometimes that is a little bit complex, because I now come to assess that despite in my plans that I used to target the town dwellers or people around Kampala or the central region, I now getting calls from as far as Moyo, Kitugum, as far as Kasese, people with hair loss problems. And I want to do something about it. So, as I strategize now, it's giving me a chance to think more and a little bit more broader on how to catch up all the areas.
Okay. Dr. Ronnie Muhumuza, if I'm watching you on the CEO bench from anywhere in the world, and I hear you talk about this is a new area in Uganda, new area in Africa. We, particularly in East Africa, we don't know many people who are in this space. And I'm hearing you talk about this at this moment. What would be your best advice to a man who had lost hope and now has hear you speak about the restoration of hair in on their scalp, and if they're to do an operation, is that possible?
Well, yes. That is why I come in to bring the new hopes. If someone out there seeing me on the CEO bench, we are coming up with a solution about hair loss, and there are 2 measures we can do, or 3. We need to initially to assess that type of hair loss, the extent of the hair loss, and then in that we can have solutions after the assessment. One, what I say the primary one is we have a procedure that we call scalp micropigmentation. This is a procedure, it's a non-surgical, non-invasive procedure that we do. So it does not involve bleeding, it does not involve any surgery. One of the most safe procedures, where we introduce a hypoallergenic pigment. It's made from a hydrocarbon. It's a natural pigment, hypoallergenic, that mimics the strokes of hair. We bring in this as our number 1 because we look at also the cost of the procedure. 2, we look at hair transplant, what people locally call hair transplant. It's called FUE, follicular unit extraction. So in some instances, we see people have lost hair even from the donor site. When we're doing a follicular unit extraction, we are transplanting follicles, not hair. We harvest the follicles, but there we find people that have lost hair even from the donor site. So they have we only transplant to you your own follicles. Without the follicles, we can't have a hair transplant. And there are people who have hair loss to that extent, and they also need a solution. So there we bring in integral micropigmentation that covers any type of hair loss.
Okay.
Yes.
Is this change communicated clearly to the person who is coming to receive the treatment? And if yes, what are usually their expectations before and after?
Well, we always have to explain to our clients, consent with them, inform them about all the procedures we're doing. Because if you have, hair loss has a couple of things that we grade it in. You could have lost hair in your hairline, basically hair loss at the hairline. You could be having what we call thinning hair. You could have partial baldness or full baldness. So you come in, we discuss with you all the treatment options or the plans that are available and what we can do about it. We even give you adequate information that we give you a chance to also go and Google about it, that you come with an informed decision on what you can do, we can do with you. So we give you the best information available, give you time to digest the information, that you make an informed decision on what procedure we can do.
Okay. Doctor, let's talk about number 3, which is